It's just more gridlock, and I think the people will rebel against it.
The president lashes out at his political enemies for trying to kill his job stimulus package. In Florida, the murder of a German tourist, a growing image problem, and efforts by leaders to come up with a practical protection plan. An eye on America. Tonight, a struggle between hope and fear. What Southern California is doing to avoid a replay of civil unrest.
Okay, no more burning the buildings, no more problems, huh? Keep it good in the hood.
This is the CBS Evening News. Good evening. I'm Connie Chung, sitting in for Dan Rather. President Clinton still has a tough job getting his job creation plan out of gridlock in the Senate. Mr. Clinton says the $16 billion program is crucial to boosting the economy. So today, he came out swinging. A big stick in one hand, a very small carrot in the other. White House correspondent Bill Plant is on the Clinton watch.
President Clinton backed down just an inch or so today in his face-off with Senate Republicans and said he'd be willing to make a few changes in his jobs-producing stimulus package.
I'm going to work on a proposal that I think will address some of the legitimate expressed objections. And we will see when Congress comes back whether the Republicans are committed to putting the American people back to work or just playing politics.
Except for that one gesture, Mr. Clinton continued his attack on Senate Republicans who have delayed a vote on the package. He accused them of creating gridlock and predicted that the public would rebel.
And if they want to stop the government, they can do it. But I don't think that it's going to be very defensible when they come back to say the economy's fine in America, there are enough jobs, we don't have to do this.
Republican senators back home say this isn't a jobs bill. It's a bill full of wasteful pork barrel spending.
Spending by the federal government has never created jobs and never will. So I think what they need to do is recognize if you really want to get America's economy moving again, give incentive to the private sector to create jobs, not look to government.
Senators took off for their spring recess late last night, putting off a vote on the bill for at least another 2 weeks. At an unemployment office in Fairfax, Virginia, they don't understand why politics is getting in the way of helping people find work.
It seems obvious that they should be working together, and it confuses me, and I'm sure everybody else, when they see these guys, in the middle of these petty fights.
Mr. Clinton seems willing to make a deal, but not much of one. Best bet, Democrats will drop some spending for public works projects that are easy to ridicule, swimming pools and the like. And Mr. Clinton will play hardball with Senate Republicans, taking his case over their heads directly to the voters in their states. Bill Plant, CBS News, the White House.
The prosecution was able to get its message directly to the jury today in the case against 4 police officers accused of violating Rodney King's civil rights. It is videotaped evidence the defense did not want the jury to see. Correspondent Bill Whitaker is covering the trial at the federal courthouse in Los Angeles.
After days of heated legal wrangling, the federal jury finally today got to see the controversial and potentially damaging videotaped testimony of defendant Theodore Briseño from the first trial in Simi Valley.
And I thought Officer Powell was out of control then.
A year ago, Officer Briseño turned on his co-defendants and gave scathing testimony that Officer Lawrence Powell did use excessive force, did beat Rodney King in the head, and that King was not a threat.
I saw Powell on up like this, come in, hitting Mr. King on the right side of his face.
The taped testimony is a jolt to the defense. In this trial, unlike Simi Valley, Briseño has closed ranks with the other officers in a united defense. Only Sergeant Stacy Kuhn, the officer in charge that night, has taken the stand.
This was a managed and controlled use of force that follows the LAPD policy, procedures, and training, and I have stated that from day one.
But Briseño's year-old testimony sharply refutes Kuhn on what happened that night and threatens defense unity.